What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we have to talk about a topic which is on every single one of you guys' minds the moment they announce Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and that is, guys, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, DLC. That's right, the DLC, downloadable content, which is going to literally obliterate our wallets when this game is gonna come out, obviously at some point in 2024, most likely in the fall or summer, but most likely fall of 2024. And guys, this is gonna be a big one, because what we are going to see with this game is that we are gonna get rinsed of money effectively, because Bandai Namco knows that people are gonna pay for Dragon Ball content because we love it, and because we can't get enough of it, and because we just wanna play with our favorite characters. And that's how Dragon Ball fans are. We're just gonna pay, I don't know, $50, $100, $200 or more, because I mean, they know they're gonna abuse the hell out of us. So let's just look for comparison's sake. So first and foremost, did you know that there are 618 characters in Dragon Ball franchise? That's right, not all of them are fighters, as you can imagine. Some of them are secondary characters. 258 of these have appeared multiple times as different versions of a character across various titles. 360 characters have appeared in only a single title. So these 258 are most likely some of the characters which are going to be used as playable characters. And we have, guys, a ton of characters. I mean, this is just insane. This is just crazy. I mean, obviously, if we click on any of them, for example, I was gonna go to Gohan, and you can see here it's gonna show all of the characters which are, you know, like a Beast Gohan, normal Gohan, you know, like evolutions and future Gohan. So of course there's like different versions of Gohan, and like, as you can imagine, right? So these are the base models. Frieza, same thing. Obviously have Golden Frieza as well, so all these Frieza. Now, let's just look at something that is going to give you guys an idea of how much money we are going to have to spend on DLC. So I have here in front of me Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a very popular game, especially because DLCs in this game have been nefariously big, as in a lot of them. So if we look at the downloadable content, we actually have 29 DLCs. Obviously one of them is actually the anime, sorry, my bad. Some of them are commentators, so we have what's this, like stamps and commentator anime music. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are not actually, you know, characters, but the rest of them, as in 25 of them, are character passes. Some of them with individual characters, as in one character, which cost about, I don't know, £4, $5, €5, something like that. And then we have the fighter pass. So far we've had 3 fighter passes. The first fighter pass included, and it was quite pricey, how many characters? Well, it included effectively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 character for £30 or $40 or $35, something like that, right? Now, guess what? That is a lot of money for just a few characters. Now, if we add the price of all of the DLCs, all right, we are looking at a crazy almost $200 worth of DLC characters. My god. Plus the game, of course, we are looking at a excess of $250 in the span of basically 5 years for Dragon Ball FighterZ. So when Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is gonna come out, do you believe that they are going to just release all of these characters in the base game? No, of course not. The base characters are going to be mostly between 50 to 100. I'm gonna be very generous right now, and I'm gonna say maybe 80, but that's being quite generous. But most likely it's gonna be maybe a bit less. All of the other characters are gonna be paid characters. For example, Season Pass 2, again, this one was including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, alright? And then Season Fighter Pass 3, the most recent one, which had a pack, included these characters: Kefla, Goku, Ultra Instinct, Master Roshi, Super Baby 2, and Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. Gogeta wasn't even the base game. Now, of course, this is a fighting game, 2D game, you know, it's different because every single character has to be, like, you know, carefully crafted and, you know, balanced, because it's a different type of game. Like, you know, you could argue that Budokai Tenkaichi, some characters are inherently stronger on purpose, because it's just to give the fantasy, the fact that, you know, if you can beat someone with a more basic character, you are really good. So I understand that 100%, yes, of course. But in terms of the fact that the season passes and the DLCs, guys, it's going to be crazy. Now, my personal assessment is that what they're going to do, they're going to effectively release a bunch of characters bundled in certain DLC, as in season passes. So the first one, same as they did with Mortal Kombat, they have the Combat Pack 1 and then Combat Pack 2, which includes, like, I think in the Combat Pack 1, 4 characters, if I'm not mistaken. So they're going to do the same thing. In Dragon Ball, you know, Sparking Zero, the first character pass, which is going to call Sparking Pass, whatever, Sparking Pass 1, okay, it's going to include most likely between 5 to 10 characters. My guess is going to be about 5 characters. With inflation, they're not going to give you 8 characters anymore. No, they're going to give you 5 characters at most. And you're going to have to pay maybe $20 for the pack, maybe a bit more. And they're gonna theme them, so most likely the first theme is going to be based on maybe the Z Saga characters, like some Z characters, potentially some characters from the Ginyu Force, or some additional characters from some of the Z Saga. So it could be Cell, it could be Boo, so it could be like from the Z Saga. The second character pack could be from GT. As I can imagine, there's quite a few GT characters. I mean, there's a ton of them, so they could just, you know, add the GT characters in there as well. The third one is gonna be for Super. There's so many Super characters. Obviously, they're gonna add Jiren. Of course, Jiren is gonna be in there, but other characters from Super are not gonna be there, as you can imagine. So it's a perfect opportunity for them to charge money for additional, you know, Super characters. The next one is gonna be, guess what? DLC 4 is gonna be movie characters. All the characters, Bojack, for example, right? The Janemba. I mean, some of these guys, I mean, they're quite popular, and, you know, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be in the first in the initial game. Gamma as well, which is obviously movie characters, as you can imagine, so they're not going to be in the base game, obviously. Even Beast Gohan is most likely going to be released at some point after the game gets released, maybe in 2025 or 2026, and is going to be part of a movie character pack, most likely, which is going to have Beast Gohan, it's going to have the new Cell, it's going to have the new Piccolo, which is called, I don't remember, like, what was his name, that new Piccolo here, this one, I don't remember this one, what was the name of that Piccolo version, God Piccolo or something, Yellow Piccolo, Super Piccolo, I don't know, I actually honestly forgot, guys, I'm very sorry, I actually forgot, but yeah, you get my drift, effectively. So they're going to release a bunch of packs, a bunch of season packs. On top of that, they're going to release individual characters, so, for example, characters such as Video, or characters like a bit more like, you know, very niche characters. I mean, just to give you one example, Andrew 17 is gonna be there because we've seen him, so he's gonna definitely be there. But other characters such as, I don't know, let's say like Broly, different iterations of Broly, Kefla again. I mean, Kefla, is she gonna be on part of the release? Maybe, maybe not, you don't really know. Or some of the super characters, because some of the super characters were actually very, very, very niche in Tournament of Power. So in Tournament of Power characters, as you can see here, let's just go to characters here, and Team Universe 6, for example, let's go here. So even Universe 6, so I mean, are they going to include all of them? Unlikely. They're going to mostly include potentially Hit, maybe Kaba, but Auto Mageta, no way at the beginning. Frost, unlikely. Botamo as well is going to be unlikely, he's going to be included. So at the start of the game, we're most likely going to see maybe 2 of these characters, Hit and Kaba, and that's pretty much it. The rest of them are going to be part of a season pass. Team Universe 11, I mean, again, like, or Team Universe 9, like Universe 9, for example, right? In this one, or Universe 4. In Universe 4, they're going to most likely include, let's see, which ones? Maybe, I don't know, like some of these guys, maybe this one, Ganos, potentially, most likely, the leader. And that's pretty much it, most likely. I mean, that's gonna be it, right? And that's the way it's gonna go. Like, they're going to just rinse us of so much freaking content, guys, and nobody's gonna stop them. Nobody's gonna be able to stop them, because these people are gonna abuse the hell out of us. And yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Universe 2, I mean, Universe 2, again, we're gonna get maybe Brian, most likely. God of Destruction, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna get Beerus at most, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, we're gonna get Sanka and Rosie most likely. So these are gonna be the playable, or Kakunsa. So Kakunsa and Rosie, and of course the Brienne, the leader. So yeah, they're gonna be characters which are gonna be potentially playable, and that's pretty much it. Everyone else, very unlikely. Which again makes sense because they want to make a ton of money with the characters and the DLCs. So just to kind of prepare you guys, Andrew 21, again, she's not going to be part of the game at the base game. Very unlikely. It's going to be very unlikely. She's going to be part of a DLC. Most likely she is going to be like that, right? So yeah, there's tons of characters here which are not going to be available. So guys, just to kind of remind you of this is now 2023, it's gonna be 2024. This is how companies do business, all right? They're gonna charge you tons of money because they know people are willing to pay that much money for the DLC characters. They've tested it with, you know, Xenoverse 2, they tested it with fighters. I mean, if you go to Xenoverse 2, let's just check Xenoverse 2, because Xenoverse 2 has, God, my God, so many DLC. I mean, just look at this, man. Just look at this madness. Oh, actually, it has less packages, to be honest, but it has obviously the different packs. So yeah, legendary packs, you know, extra pass, extra DLC pack, super pack, pre-pack, Heroes of Justice pack. I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Like, so many characters here. I mean, just insane, right? It's just crazy. 4 new characters: Jiren full power, Gogeta, Caulifla, Kale. So yeah, in this one, they've been even more crazy because they would give you Jiren like in different pieces. You have normal Jiren, then you have full power Jiren, which is just ridiculous, right? So guys, get ready to release at least about in a couple of years from the moment that the game releases, and a couple of years later, maybe 3 or 4 years later, you are going to spend at least $200 if you want to play the DLC characters as soon as they come out. If you don't want to play them, if you want to wait, you're gonna have to obviously, you know, suck your thumb and just wait for the discounts. But most likely, you guys are gonna pay for it because, you know, the fans cannot wait for 6 months or a year. And if you're a YouTuber and you make content like me, for example, you have to do it because otherwise you're falling behind. And to make content, you have to pay for the DLC character. Otherwise, you cannot produce content for your audience, and they know this. And there's tons of YouTubers which make content on this, and the, you know, YouTubers produce the content, and then people watch the YouTubers and they want to play the DLC characters because they see it on myself playing it, and it becomes a wheel which spins and spins and spins and never stops. And even if I stop, it doesn't matter. There's other 1,000 YouTubers out there who are gonna pay for the DLC the moment it comes out, play it, and of course make money by making the videos, and that's going to incentivize people like you guys to basically pay for the DLC as well and enjoy the characters as soon as they come out. So yes, it's quite crazy, but that's how it's gonna go down. So guys, that's it for today's video. I don't want to dishearten you, I don't want to give you some bad news, but this is just to kind of make it real, just to kind of set the expectations and the fact that yes, you will have to pay a shit ton of money for your characters, because Bandai Namco is not stupid and they are going to rinse you of money to no end. That is a fact. And just look at the characters. I mean, I can go here forever. I can keep going, guys. I mean, this is just endless. I mean, this is just endless, my god. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, just my guy, Xeno Vegeta. I mean, you have even from Dragon Ball, like, you know, spin-offs and other stuff. I mean, there's just so much content available. It's just insane. But yeah, that's it for today's video. As always, guys, take care. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and as always, I shall see you in the next videos. And let me know in the comment section one single question: are you gonna buy all the characters, all the DLCs, or not? That's my question for you. Guys, see you in the next video. Bye.